Moving on.
Why I hate last day?
No, but not the kerchief.
You want it?
You call. Why teacher name will look down, Christy?
Teacher?
Mr. Gale. Turn on to me, Christy. Knock out Christy with it. When you use back here, Christy? With the mic. Much time you stop in your face with the mic? 3 times. Mr. Gale from Granger School. Going to mash up Christy face with the mic this morning. March. How much? Today, how much?
26.
Today, 26th of March, 2025. Let's see, blood. What's up, all in mouth?
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. The video that you saw at the start of this is a video that I spoke about a couple of days ago, in which a student, 16-year-old, I think his name is Christy. He attends the Grange Hill High School that is in Westmoreland. However, on that fateful day, late March, based on what the mother said, based on what the student said, he was attacked by a teacher, a senior teacher. He was dragged into a room, him get draped up, pushed on the wall, and cuff up a couple of times. He went to the hospital, treated for broken tooth, fraction of the skull, face, bust up, all of that. Based on what he said, the teacher used a microphone and hit him. Now, people, like I've always said, there are always 3 sides to the story. That means the teacher side, the school side, the student side, and then the truth based on investigation by the police, by the school, to come to the truth, to the bottom of this. When you think about the motive, when you think about what is going on in these schools, and when you think about how these children are, and even worse, how the parents are, we see that there's a lack of respect for anything that is formal, anything that is decent. And I am not saying that that is the case in this youth's case, but it could be. So we saw the video circulating all over social media, and I posted it, and I saw that less than a day ago, last night to be exact, the mother, she did an interview with TVJ, and she's given her son her side of the story. Still sticking to the fact that the son was attacked by the teacher. However, the facts are that the son was told on that occasion, pull up him pants. Don't know if he complied immediately or he is a hard-eared youth, based on the facts that he was suspended twice already before this incident. So this would have been the 3rd time that he was suspended, because if the teacher talked to him and him feel like them wrong and him feel like him right, he is a bit mouthy. Now, based on the video that we saw, the fact that his pants are sag, the fact that he did not look like he was going to school. As a matter of fact, the pants was not even buckled. There was not even a button or anything for locking the pants. So therefore, it tells you that this probably is his attitude. We see that him kind of nonchalant. We see him look a little bit feisty. And people, you can get an impression of somebody that is wrong. So I don't know this youth none at all, other than that video that I saw, meaning the video at the start, what it tells a whole bunch. So based on what is going on, it is said that after the incident, he went to the hospital. He was taken to the hospital by somebody at the school. When he went to the hospital, he was treated. They did a medical report, broken teeth, fracture in his skull, face bust up. None of that should not happen. You should not send your child to school and then that child comes home and has any sorts of injuries. That is not what an educational facility should be about. It's supposed to be a safe space, but we understand any and everywhere in Jamaica, nowhere is safe. It is also said that that teacher, he went to the police station and he filed a report, official report. After that, it is said that the police went to the house of the youth, his mother's house, and they were looking for him because he was going to be arrested for assaulting the teacher. Now, people, you and I know, when it comes to school, when it comes to adults, when it comes to students, especially based on what we've seen, more than likely that child is going to be deemed to be the aggressor, even if he was not. And based on his past, the fact that he was suspended for the same thing, RDSism, we should not be surprised if he was not labeled as a trouble child, even if he was not, and I am not saying that he was not. So people, I want you to take a look to what the mother has to say again. When she was interviewed, how she changed her stance. Well, she did not really change her stance. However, the story is kind of a little bit different this time. So take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
First, Mr. him to pull up his pants. After Mr. him to pull up his pants, Christy said he pull up his pants. Mr. put him in a room. Mr. drape him up, chuck him on the wall. After him chuck him on the wall, Christy said that, why you chuck me on the wall? Why you drape me up for, sir? And Christy said, Mr. lick him on his hand with the mic right here. After Mr. him on his hand, Christy said that him thump him. Mr. use the mic and lick him over his face here so I'm bossy eye tap. And he said, fist him in his face. 3 times he said, he struck him in his face. This caused the broken tooth in the gum up here now. The x-ray showed that 2 of the tooth break away from the gum. No answer for my daughter. She can't tell me nothing about Christy. She not see Christy. He said, go over the station, go report. He said, you can't find him and you don't know which part in there. You only get the information, say he get the cut in his face and you don't know which part in there. But nobody now tell you which part in there. Long after, the principal husband, he's Mr. Lawrence, called me to say that Christy is with him. Me feel bad because me no they not lock up my but so them lock up Christy 2 times. Police come up here and come this Saturday and come this Sunday, but me wasn't there.
So people, we hear what the mother has to say, and again, a mother is going to be in defense of her child. However, a lot of times what we see is that these parents, they are in deep denial. These parents are the facilitators of the FUCKRY. So they encourage their children's bad behavior because they don't want to take the next side and think that it could be possible that that child is at school giving problems, especially when that child was reprimanded before for maybe the same sorts of stuff. He just does not listen. He does not comply with the rules and regulation. Possibly I was not there. So people, at the end of the day, like I've always said, if you just follow the rules, laws, and regulation, just comply. Don't try to put up any sort of resistance. Don't try to show and prove. Everything should work out the right way. However, whenever you do the wrong thing is always going to do you. Not to say that this youth was wrong by any stretch of the imagination, but I am not going to say that I would say that he was right either. And at the end of the day, 2 wrongs does not make a right, meaning that the student's supposed to comply and the teacher should not clot up your student at any school for any reason, unless, of course, it is self-defense. Was this the case in this case? Film broke the youth teeth, bust up him skull. People, I don't know, is it a bit excessive? Could it have been handled a little bit better? Point blank and period.
You know, say man the right, there's a metal man move, and he's saying that Mr. Kobe place dry. If he never move, probably can't. There's no that drop on him. Come on, catch him and film him.
Yeah, he didn't get shot. Yo, he didn't get shot. I'm bleed hard. Yo, come on, that's a little bit.
Anyway, I'm going to the car. I'm going to the car. Is it Alana? A friend.
Do something somewhere, man. Yeah, man, look all these foot them.
Well, people, honestly, one thing me can't understand about we Jamaican. why we can't kill off one another so? And what could in our blood? Why we can't kill off? Me see the carrier. I believe say a drunk the man drunk and run at the people them place. Only to find out that a shotty man get and run in at the place, yo. This morning, after the hill me I come off of.
So the next thing that is popping in the news based on the video that you just saw is of an incident that took place in a Nuggerhead. Nuggerhead is in Portmore. Portmore is in St. Catherine, where it is said that a 53-year-old man, construction worker, he was almost taken out. He was robbed. He tried to avoid the robbery, lost control, lost consciousness, and ran into the glass of that gas station that you saw. Now, these criminal elements don't understand the negative trickle-down effect it has. When you rob people, you take away them life, you take them away from the family, especially when they are the main breadwinner. You cause all sorts of stress in the hospital. You mash up people property as in the gas station. And then you gone with your petty robbery and this man possibly losing his life, affecting a whole bunch of people. That is why whenever the police hold on to these criminal elements, there should be no mercy for the merciless. We are speaking about whole court right there, judge, jury, and most importantly, the executioner. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is based off an incident that took place on or about the 27th of March, Thursday, 2025, in which 3 women were charged for breaking and entering into a house, larceny, amongst other stuff. They are 66-year-old Yvette Johnstone, 48-year-old Zodia Ramdal, and 35-year-old Zoe Johnstone, I guess the Johnstone's mother and daughter, I am assuming. Based on information, it is said that an elderly lady that has a helper, she said she was leaving, she's going to lock up her room and she's going to go about her merry business. When she was away, these 3 individual women went to the house, forced entry, told the person, give them the key. That person did not give them the key, meaning the helper. They then decided to use a crowbar and enter the room of this elderly lady and stole in excess of 800,000 Jamaican dollars. That is over $750,000 Jamaican dollars. They then left in an escape vehicle, awaiting a motor vehicle. Now, people, here's the thing. Unless these persons are prophet or prophetess, these women, how would they know that this lady had money in her house? How would they know exactly where this money was? Well, people, in my opinion, I was not there, but I am assuming it was the helper that is friend with one of these 3, maybe all 3 women. Told them, you know, say, me hear some boss have 800,000 and the boss probably sure and say, me I go put it in here so now make nobody broken at the house. And the helper more than likely did the opposite of what her boss told her. At the end of the day, the moral of the story is this. You cannot trust anybody. Can't trust the police, politician, your pastor. You can't trust family member and worse. You can't trust a helper. People that are desperate will do desperate things if they don't have any sorts of morals or honesty. And in this case, I think that that is the case. The law should give them the full brunt, meaning that lock them up and give them some prison time so that they can think about their dishonest deeds. Point blank and period.
So what's up with you and the young boy?
And them like me. Where you like? Sit down up. Where you say?
Yeah, what's up with you and the young boy?
And them like me.
Them must say, yeah, take set on the young man there, man. You know, Diamond I want to talk to our age. Diamond want to be a young man. What's going on?
So when I did my age group, you hold me up, you're crazy. Young street, must say. I go laba.
So what is too young for you?
Too young?
Yeah.
Like what you mean too young?
Alright, so like once in past like 18, it's a go?
You look, you reach 18, me there for 15 go up for a consent there. What you say?
The consent at 16.
Where I write the summit there.
Yeah.
So the next thing that is popping in the news is based on an interview that was done by social media personality YouTuber Jeffrey. Toxic Talk is the name of the show, in which he was interviewing a social media personality, a dancer known as Daima. Now, Daima has a reputation of dating only young youths, and she was asked the question, what type of age, when you say young, what are we speaking about? And she made her feelings be known that she is looking for the youngest that she can go. Now, people, when you look on Daima is probably in her 50s, maybe going to 60, maybe a rough 40. I don't really know her age. However, what we've come to realize is that when it comes to Jamaica, the most important thing for a lot of persons that are shallow is either pums or cocky. That is their priority. So maybe she feels as if the younger the cocky, or the harder or the stiffer it is. But what she don't realize, there's a thing that is called statutory jump over fence. That means there has to be an age of consent. And if that age of consent is less than the age in which you decide to sleep with, you could be charged criminally. Well, people, maybe it seems as if that is a risk that a whole bunch of worthless people in Jamaica are willing to take. And it seems as if, or it does not seem, Daima is one of such persons, shallow and horny as F-U-C-K, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news based off the videos and pictures that you just saw is of a 9-night or candlelight vigil of one Frotty. That is that very rich businessman from Portland set up business in Portland, in a St. Mary, in a St. Anne gas station, car dealership, parts place. His name is Frotty. Now, people, I don't know if they made an error in the spelling, but based on the information that I have, is that his name is Frotty, F-R-A-U-G-H-T-I-E, F-R-A-T-T-I-E. I did not know that it was F-R-A-T-Y. It seems as if there was some sort of short in some sort of letter. Now, people, I don't know if he got the discount package as it pertains to the flowers and setup from this graphic company. However, it seems as if the pictures and everything just look kind of unprofessional. For a man that has made so much money, for a man that has been smuggling for so long, a couple of decades, at least 3 or 4, possibly even more. It is hard that you live like a king, go out like a dog in the street based on information 70 to 80 shot, and then get sent off in a very unprofessional manner. This looked like some sort of setup that was done by some primary school students. The graphic does not look too good. The drawing or the pictures don't look too good. So isn't it very ironic that just like Frotty's career started off on a blast, started off good, making buku cash, ended up very, very badly, taken out in a hail of bullets, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.